Let's crochet this beautiful rosebud doily. We're going to begin with 8 chains. We're going to join our chains in the very first stitch with a slip stitch. Now we're going to make a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. We're going in our ring with a single crochet. So we're going to make a total of 5 chain stitch and single crochet 5 times. Okay, now we're going to make 3 chains and we're going to make a double crochet in our last stitch or first stitch. So this is what we have. Okay, now we're going to go in the top of our stitch with 3 chains and we're going back in the same stitch at the top with a double crochet, 3 chains back in that same stitch with 2 double crochets, just like that. Now we're gonna go in 1, 2, 3 in our third chain stitch and we're gonna make 2 double crochets, 3 chains, go back in again the same stitch, with 2 double crochets, and 1, 2, 3 in your third chain with 2 double crochets, 3 chains, and in the same stitch with another 2 double crochet. We're gonna continue around like that. Okay, so we're gonna make 3 chains and we're going back in the same stitch with 2 double crochets. We're gonna keep our loop onto our needle, or should I say loops, and we're gonna go in our last stitch here at the top and we're gonna pull everything through. Okay, and then I will be cutting the yarn or clipping the yarn. So you should have this. Okay, so we're gonna go in where we have our 3 chains and I'm gonna make a total of 3 chains. So 3 chains in 3 chains to begin, and I'm gonna make a total of 3. Are you counting with me? So 7. So we made 3 chains and 6 double crochets. We're gonna go over to our other side now and we're gonna make the same thing, only a bit different. We're making a total of 7 double crochets. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7, we're going over. So you're making 7 double crochets in each of your 3 chain stitch. Okay, we're gonna continue like that. Okay, now we're going in our last stitch. So here we go, and we're gonna make a slip stitch. Okay, now we're gonna make 4 chains and we're gonna go in each of our chain stitch between our double crochet with 1 chain and 1 double crochet, just like this. I will be going over in my next stitch and I'm gonna make a total of Let's do this over. 2 double crochets and 2 chains and 2 double crochets, and I'm gonna go in between my stitch with 1 double crochet like this, and a chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain like this. Okay, now I'm gonna go back again in the middle of my stitch with 2 double crochets and 2 chains, back in the same stitch with 2 double crochets. Let's do this over again. And we're going over in our double crochet with a double crochet and a chain, so this is what it's starting to look like. Okay, so we're gonna go into our last stitch and we're going into chain number 3 with a slip stitch, and I'm gonna go over with a slip stitch. So this is what you should have. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a total of 4 chains. I'm gonna go in my next stitch with a double crochet, 1 chain and a double crochet. Okay, so now I will be going in this stitch with 2 double crochets and 2 chains, 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets like this. See? Okay, so we're gonna make our way over into our third stitch with a slip stitch, and we're gonna continue with our next row. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over in our next stitch, our chain stitch with a slip stitch and 4 chains in between our double crochet like that. Now we're gonna go over here and we're making 3 double crochets, 3 chains, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 chains and 3 double crochets like this. Now we're gonna go in between our double crochets and make a double crochet and 1 chain, and we're gonna go in each of these stitches with 3 double crochets, 3 chains just so it could lay flat. Okay, so we're at the last of this row. We're gonna go into our 1, 2, 3, third chain, and we're gonna so we're gonna make a total of 6 chains, and this is gonna carry me over into this stitch. So 3 double crochets, 3 chains, and we're going in between our set of double crochets and 3 chains, and we're gonna go in each of our chain stitch with 3 double crochets and 3 chains. Now we're gonna make 3 chains, and we're gonna go in this stitch, so it's starting to look like this. So 3 double crochets, 3 chains, 3 double crochets, 3 chains, and 3 double crochets in between these 3 double crochets, and 3 chains and 3 double crochets, 3 chains, again 3 more double crochets, 3 chains, go in. So this is what it's starting to look like. See, in our third stitch like this. Okay, now we're gonna change the color of our yarn, so let's change a color. Okay, so I'm gonna go in each of my double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 3 chains, double crochet, and 1, 2, 3 chains, single crochet, 3 chains, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3 chains. Now we're gonna go in this stitch with 3 double crochets, 3 chains, single crochet, 3 chains, and 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. As you can see, this is quite repetitive. This is what it's starting to look like. Keep going. 3 chains, and we're gonna go in the top of this stitch. Okay, so now we're gonna make our rose buds. So I'm gonna go in each of these stitch, and I will be making a total of 1, 2, 3 chains, and let's fix this, and 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. We're gonna go in our first stitch, and we have our very first rosebud. I'm gonna clip that, and I will be tucking it in just so it's not visible. So we have our very first rosebud. I'm gonna go in this stitch. I'm gonna do the same thing. One, two, three, 4. Go in your very first stitch. And voila, we have another rosebud. Okay, and now in here, This is an easy way to make a rosebud. See? Rosebuds. See that? We're going to continue like this. Here you have it, a beautiful rosebud doily.